and info, right? But today we are going to discuss some of the mysteries of the Americas. And this is in Ecuador. This is the Teos Cave. And I believe this image was taken when the expedition that included Neil Armstrong, as well as the Ecuadorian government and the Smithsonian Institute, also a part of it. You can just see the giant, huge megalithic blocks, and it's like, oh, those are just so huge. It's natural. It's like, no, they're identical to what's in the giant pyramids of Giza and elsewhere. And oh, Shem, you got the same one up there.
Yeah, it's just a clearer version.
Right. And so there's more, and it's like it's these same blocks everywhere, and there's a couple grand galleries as well that show carved things, and it's what we also see in the giant Siberian megaliths too. And supposedly they didn't get all the way in because there was booby traps that killed a bunch of the military leading the expedition or something like that. And there's been a lot of stories and rumors about that exact same thing happening in other parts of the underground tunnels and cave systems in the Andes.
Yeah, it looks really strange here on the side.
Right. Well, yeah. So
familiar with this side.
That looks like what we see in a lot of the caves, but also megalithic potential. Like, yeah, it's very interesting. And then what looks like a carved cross in the bottom there going into that tunnel, and like that's not giving it scale. Like it's at least two people tall, if not taller, like 2 meters, 3 meters tall.
Really?
Yeah, like that's walking through. It's lit back there because like that's a tunnel that you walk through. Like it's wild. It really is.
Oh, does they have videos of people walking through it?
Yeah, if maybe just do a quick search of it, the Teos Cave Expedition, and there are some videos of it. If you don't mind, while you have it up, just my computer, if I don't have it preloaded, half the time it crashes, and it's fun times.
Make sure the sound's off.
Yeah, exactly, just so it doesn't get copyright striked or whatever. And yeah, there's lots of it that like there's a few famous scenes, and there's one of Neil Armstrong like in the actual cave. It's quite famous yet suppressed information.
I don't know if this is an actual video of it.
Yeah, it might just show some pictures, have clips of the pictures of it. Yeah, so those are like the four main famous pictures. There's like a little video, black and white video of it that I swear I've seen that you cannot find anymore.
This one's supposed to be a new expedition into it. Let's see if we can speed it up a little bit.
Really?
So yeah,
apparently what's a hard entrance like off of a river into it, and like oh yeah, saw that clip of the guy crawling through what looked like giant megalithic blocks as well. Right, like so edited. Like if they did find anything in this, definitely not gonna actually show it or hear it, right?
Yeah, and of course they got to show the people doing it, since the world is run on narcissism. They can't just show the actual footage that people are here for. Oh, well, look at us eat lunch.
Right?
We're so important. Follow me on Twitter. So this looks like it could.
So yeah, look, that's some of the area. I wonder if they even get to the grand galleries. Caving is freaking scary, man. Props to these explorers. Like,
Doesn't look like
that
to get to
looks
the.
carved.
Yeah, it doesn't look like they're gonna get to it, but hey, at least so. You can see some of these walls are kind of flat. I don't know. I don't know much about
Yeah.
it. What else we got?
All right. Oh, well, we were just was it just getting to a good part? Shit. No.
Maybe it was just showing that same entryway again. It didn't look like they get to anything.
Yeah. It's like they definitely. Oh, I saw a little petroglyph, but it's like if they didn't find, or if they did find anything that's like definitively looking man-made or constructed, they're definitely not broadcasting it and did not report it to the world, because that seemed like a nothing burger of a trip. What I want to cover today is these ancient, they're Incan, Aztec, and I've seen Olmec and Mayan as well, and often found in these temple pyramid city sites throughout the Americas, and that here's a good example, and that they have water in them, and that there's a video that's been trending on like Twitter, TikTok, and Instagram of this Incan playing these water jugs that are carved to the different animals, and I'll be showing several of them, but and it makes the exact sounds and like calls and noises of each animal. And then it's like they've dug up all these ones of different people and stuff. So it's like, I wonder if you have the right liquid or proportion and movement, if they also like, get the voice or some some noise that represents the people in them, and that they're all different shapes. Oh man, I regrets not preloading the video to show, although it probably would have gotten copyright striked, of the actual guy playing the modern ones. There's also a bunch of photos of, I believe, the Cherokee people, and it's very interesting how much her hair is like the can never remember the name of the statue. There's pictures of it coming up. There's also some coins of it. And then also in the Americas, the giant Olmec heads. Like, who made these and left them? And that the point being that they're literally buried in, like, you can clearly see excavated out below or above that boy's head, and that one, oh, I guess no, they've moved lots of them since, and so there wasn't full bodies like the Easter Island heads that turned into full-bodied figures, but just the heads they found so far. But that they're literally in the jungles below meters and feet of earth, mud, and soil, and that, like, you don't they obviously weren't made there, like, it's like you don't just freaking carve a giant freaking head statue in the middle of nowhere. Like, it's just, where did they actually come from, and what's the story behind them, and what sort of cataclysm placed them in those spots? So here again, another one of these jugs, and the top. This Mayan, but looking very both Asiatic as well as Egyptian in many ways, and that there's going to be a lot of this common theme throughout the carvings and artifacts of the Aztec, Mayan, Mesoamerican civilization we're looking at.
Yeah, I mean, with those giant heads, like you said, they're buried deep underground, so maybe there are just settlements around there that they haven't excavated yet, or they don't want people to know about, really, cities. Who knows?
Exactly, right? And be interesting to plot out the locations on like a GPS where they've been found and excavated from, and then in relation to the new um, LiDAR mapping that's been done, as well as the buried jungle cities they found out of that.
Yeah, I wish I would have known about this in advance, because I think that Flamenco mentioned something about these heads in his chronology, but I don't remember which book it's in off the top of my head, so I can't bring it up.
All good.
Because
We will.
he talks about you said they looked Asiatic, and I agree with you. He talks about, you know, expeditions to North America by the Great Empire.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it seems like it's back and forth. And it's like that. It sucks that it's so pixelated here, not a great copy of this image when zooming in. But these are all like pictographic rune language on the side here of the Mayans that looks somewhat similar to Asian as well as Egyptian um, forms in many ways.
Well, that's allude to the sarcophagus, right? That thing is huge. That's one thing that they don't ever really bring up when they're talking about it, is that you get the impression that it's like some small tablet with a carving, but it's really like, I can't remember how big it is, but it's like just as big as like some of the massive ones you find in Egypt.
So bear with me now with today's modern technology that we have of Bluetooth and wireless and like the speakers in your ears and potentially like a light on your helmet. Uh, Bear that in mind to this piece right here on top of it, whatever this crown thing is, and then these what are been called earrings or something or spacers, as a very repeating theme in these Olmec, Aztec, and Mayan carvings and potential depiction of what we have today, in your cell phone, your um, average smart device and mobile devices and wireless devices. So here again, one of these jugs. Is that a child holding on to a parent or something? Maybe, I'm not sure. And like, is that a mouthpiece speaker going in there? Like, is he on a microphone? Who knows? Not sure. Is that depicting light coming out of a headlamp? Not sure. Definitely a very advanced language. And he's got a pet jaguar. I don't know. Oh, look, there's another guy holding it. Also with a potential earpiece. But who knows? It's there a lot. Maybe it was just jewelry. I believe that is one of the Inca stones or Ica stones. So this one with the two birds, there's video of a modern Inca with one of these and like him swishing it around and it making like the coo coo of the bird, and then like another one of like a duck and it making like the duck sound, one of a jaguar, it making the jaguar sound, one of a snake and it like making a slithering sound. Very fascinating stuff.
Yeah, very advanced too.
Exactly, extremely advanced acoustic properties. And that looking rather Asiatic potentially. This looking rather Egyptian, right? Or esque, or Asian potentially too. Very interesting.
Trying to get this file open. Sorry.
All good, brother. Again, some like just such massive headpieces. Maybe is just crowns. Who knows? And why is it damaged here? Why is there stuff broken off? Not sure. Could just be how it was found. That definitely looking Oriental, Eastern Asian for sure. This right here, a screenshot of some of the footage recorded. I believe there was 3 different times that, including one with Eric Van Danahan, of them visiting and recording lots of the golden tablets and the different artifacts of Father Crespi and the Crespi collection in Ecuador that was claimed to have come out of this cave, the Teos cave. And like, it's wild because it's so much gold, and that the value of the gold, they wouldn't just be frauds. Like, you don't make fakes out of gold. You don't take your gold that's worth a whole bunch of monetary value and then take the time and effort to make something fake out of it by printing it and then engraving all of this into it to then sell it for exponentially less than what the gold is worth. Like, it doesn't make sense unless it was recovered.
Yeah,
It's a
or
lot.
I guess it could be not gold as well, but I mean, it's impossible to tell without actually testing it, right?
Oh yeah, no, it was recorded and tested and like taken back to the Vatican as gold. Like, it was
Wow.
recovered as gold after he died. Yeah, it's all actual gold. Again, with what look like these same earpieces. They're on absolutely vast majority of these carvings and artifacts. Another one of the water jug sound things. Also, I wonder if these could be funerary and if they potentially hold the ashes of people. Quite the headdress. Quite the getup.
Very impressive.
Right, and then there's the dragons. All the dragons depicted throughout the Americas, just like there are throughout Africa, Asia, Europe, and Polynesia. It's worldwide. Wonder if that's a sea urchin that makes the sound of a sea urchin. And then look at the complexity of these pyramids, and that when they're found, these are in ruins, but there's rooms within these. These are multi-story buildings.
Seven floors there.
Right? And then how many underground? Again, could be a headlamp. I don't know. They love their headgear. And like that looks very wrong one, Mesopotamian rather than Mesoamerican, potentially a little bit of both.
So all of this is, besides the pyramid, we're in Ecuador. That's where they're finding these.
Oh, sorry. No, lots of these are just throughout Mexico as well. This isn't all the Crespi collection. This is an assortment of different artifacts throughout. Some of them from Tulum, I believe. Lots of these guys are throughout Mexico as well as the South Americas. More of the Cherokee.
So who do you think created them?
I don't know. This is another one. This is a black and white image of a gold medal sheet of the Crespi collection. Another Cherokee.
It's weird.
Interesting. Birdman don't like that guy. Interesting as well. More and more evidence. Like, just huge in the bamboo. Is it bamboo? Jungle. Yes, South America. I don't know if there is bamboo in the South America. I could be wrong.
That one definitely has Asian characteristics with that mustache.
Very good observation. And lots of them also looking African features as well. Like, is this guy playing hockey? Like, what is going on? He's got a freaking sports helmet on. Football? Olmec football? This another one of a black and white image of a golden sheet of the Crespi collection. So that's actually a magic square or a cipher with that language in there. That's interesting. Like, is that like a little alien dude being
It's weird because it has the same dimensions as the Rotas square. It's another cipher. Have you heard of that before?
I have not.
Bring it up real quick. See, it has 5 rows of 5, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
Bring it up.
Magic squares and ciphers are fascinating as F because it's a key part of esoteric magic, of alchemy magic, as well as the Searle generator, as well as what other the Rodin coils in mathematics.
So this is something that was found in the ruins of Pompeii. some people think it's a secret identification for Christianity or other religions, Abrahamic religion related to the. It's called a Satyr square or a Rotos square, different names for it. When you take all these letters and organize them in a certain way, you can create a cross with it that spells Alpha and Omega, and it says Pater Noster, which is the opening prayer in Latin, Our Father. If you take all these letters and organize them in a certain way, but there's multiple meanings to it, because if you take these letters just the way it's spelled originally, there's another, there's an entirely different meaning, as you can read here. Let me see. I think they'll probably have a picture of the cross thing. So yeah, this is it right here. So if you reorganize the letters, you can make a cross and have Alpha and Omega left over as well. It says Our Father. So maybe what you're showing is something related to that. It does have the same dimensions, but since it's not in a legible language, I guess we can't really tell.
Right, at least what seem like proto languages and pre-cataclysm potentially, or just after.
It's almost like, yeah, it's almost like reversed Hebrew in a way too. It's weird. I mean, a lot of those letters, if you turn them around, they're Hebrew letters. They're missing a couple things, but so I don't know.
It's fascinating stuff. Like, who is that guy? I'm like, look at these monoliths carved with giant pictographic, like,
Can't tell what they are, unfortunately.
it's
I'm not familiar with
it's a
any of this stuff.
language. It's Egypt, kind of like the
Hieroglyphs.
hieroglyphs. There we go. It's hieroglyphs. That's the word I was looking for. And these are like found throughout the jungle as well as in the cities, like that they've excavated. Interesting gold artifact. Maybe a tool. I don't know. Gold's kind of soft to make a tool out
It's
of.
got Christian symbology as well. Anchor symbol with the cross with the sun in the middle at the top, divine halo.
Good observation. It's like, why is certain parts missing? Were those parts just too much that they couldn't be shown? Does it give it away? I don't know.
Gotta love the noses when they're still there. They always seem to be long.
Yeah. Right.
Aquiline.
Very strange. Like, that's definitely African features. Or Asiatic. A little bit of both. Who knows? Who knows? Could be Asian. Could be an Asian Titan. Like, that's very Asiatic, no?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like, who are those dudes? We need AI to figure out these hieroglyphs. See, because there's that one, but then there's two more of them.
It's hard to tell what's going on around it too, so it's hard to make associations. But what's at the bottom there? See that column? It's like a Romanesque column, but I can't tell. It could be just completely wrong. Underneath his feet.
Under his feet. Okay, over here. Oh yeah,
A Corinthian column type thing, but
very Corinthian
probably just
column. Well, it's showing motion, right? Almost off of
could be.
this.
Yeah.
Potentially. Like, this guy got a Bluetooth microphone going on? Like, what is that? Going from the mouth to the ear. He definitely had a serious elongated head going on there. This I do not believe is from the Americas. Oh, Olmec AI. All right. Still looks like a hockey helmet. Eagle eating something. That's cool. Like depicting a burial practice. And so in a lot of these as well, you'll see what look like these little mushroom things, but they're part of the air and the liquid water that's in them that when shaken makes the sounds of the different animals. And well, is it people that I'm just so fascinated after seeing those videos what it would sound like from these things. All right, again, this hieroglyphic language. Got a heck of a dragon hat going on. Something coming out and pushing them. Oh God, is it an anal probe? Oh no, I hope not. No, see this guy down here, he's like, nope, not allowing it. Pushing it away. Like
his little pet homunculus thing.
right? Like what the frick Mayan homunculus have we stumbled upon? Very strange. Another Cherokee girl wearing some gold rings, some pearls. She a rich Cherokee. This is definitely in Europe, but runic monoliths. I don't know about that one. If that is a real artifact and not fake, supposedly from China, and it has Sumerian and looks like a cell phone, that's something else. But I don't know. Don't know about its authenticity.
These are in remarkable shape. They must have done some sort of restoration on them, right?
Yeah, good point. We got a vampire dude? Like, don't know what's going on there. Vampire, leopard, cheetah dude. So here we got an owl, and I suspect that would it make the sound of the owl like the other ones? Probably. Another one of black and white photo. This depicting a fuller photo of that gold piece of the Crespi collection.
It's like a eunuch. What's the symbols at the top?
Right? Like, interesting. Is it a eunuch DMT troll? I don't know. All right, like this. Very strange and suspect. Not really sure what's going on here. Double-headed beast that the boss is sitting on, and this nobleman be giving him, like, what is that? I have no idea.
Like a vessel with an owl's face, but no idea.
It could be like a baby dragon burger, maybe. I don't know. Like,
Dragon burger.
I don't know. Like, I just gives me, or like a horse burger. Like, is that a horse head there? And like going down, and then whatever the heck this is, ground meat. I'm just kidding. I don't know.
See it now. 2 burger patties. Yeah. Or
Right? You
2
see the
burger
patties?
buns.
Yeah.
Nothing
Yeah.
patty.
Right? Maybe just a nothing burger. Some Sumerian artifact or Babylonian. This one being South American for sure, but very Asian-esque. This also South American, very Asiatic. Oh, he tied up. He chained up. He getting tortured to death. That's what's going on there. That's the king rotting away in jail.
It looks modern.
This like the voice of the death. Is that what you'd hear in there? Or funerary, maybe? I believe found in Mexico. Very interesting. Big old beard.
Yeah, it's like Venetian or
Mustache.
something. Sea peoples.
Right? Like, what the heck is that? Maybe potential monkey, but I don't know. Wonder, see, and you can see it's broken here, and it was hollow, so it clearly was liquid in. And did it make the same sounds? This guy flying a jetpack? I don't know. No, just got some beakers. Got a head and a beak. Oh no, he got a freaking decapitating axe and a head. Shit, I got angry.
Wow.
We got a psychopath right there. Ooh, good old pyramid and an eye.
Petrified cheesecake.
I don't. This somewhere in Europe. It's an interesting one. Maybe Belarus. Not sure. Here we got black and white. Another gold sheet of the Crespi collection. Very interesting. Almost look like Solomonic seals.
Hard to tell.
Hard to tell indeed. Another Cherokee. It's a wooden one, maybe.
So what
All
are you thinking about all this? It says proving ancient world travel.
Okay, well, I got to get more of the Crespi collection photos up here to compare. and it shows that there's clear contact of the different ancient pyramid builders of the world, whether it was the Egyptians, the ziggurats of uh, Mesopotamia, or of Mesoamericas, or of China and Asia, right? Like that they all had cities full of pyramids. So this one right here, this one is one that I think kind of proves it too. Mesoamerican, and that looks pretty darn Egyptian, no? But it's that the cultures were so similar, there had to be back and forth.
Well, at the beginning, you showed a picture that you quickly went past, but it looked like it was a Madonna and child representation as well, which is a super crucial contact with the old world because you find that in every culture in ancient history.
Very good point. Oh, are we sacrificing something there? Doing a little blood sacrifice. And like these guys. Who the heck were these guys? Because they're huge. And isn't that bamboo in the background? I swear that's bamboo.
I don't know if bamboo grows in America or not. I thought it only was in Asia, but I have no idea. The one theory where these Olmec heads are Mongolian is interesting. Pull up my screen real quick.
Yes, sir.
So you have these Mongolian type of helmets, and then here's this carving of Genghis Khan. You can see his nose is also wide, like these statues in their depiction. And
Yeah.
you also have this map from allegedly from Marco Polo on the Library of Congress website that clearly shows the West Coast, and Marco Polo was working for these people, or with them at least. So you can see the Kuril Islands, Aleutian Islands,
Yeah.
probably Alaska, the West Coast, United States. Chinese map credited to Marco Polo for whatever reason. There's other versions where they actually like reconstruct this. It's a giant Mongolian ship. And remember those books that we've looked at on your channel before where it talks about the Mongolians landing in South America and founding, I think it was the Inca and the Maya. Not sure though.
Yep.
Might have been the Aztecs. So
And then also the Seven Cities Islands that you're showing
yep.
off of St. John's, Newfoundland there.
Yeah, they claim that there's a trading post there with actual cities built. He shows like a pathway from the beach up to like remnants of what you call as a fortified city. Very interesting.
Yeah, that one was. I like that a lot. I like potentially there could be like buildings or rooms underneath, right? Like carved in and underground caverns and such.
There likely is, but even if there's not, they're still incredibly impressive. I mean, most cities have underground tunnels. It's pretty established. And in the ancient world, there's entire cities built underground by, according to mainstream history, people that are living over 2,000 years ago.
Like this also apparently Olmec, like were we living on Planet of the Apes or what's the hell is going on? Like very strange.
Double-headed eagle, what is that?
I do have a couple of double-headed eagles in the collection that hopefully we make it to in time that you get to see. Because I was thinking of you when I found them. I was like, oh shit. I'm not sure where that one's from. Interesting. Another Cherokee.
Only imagine the
Well
4 years of their
dressed,
experience.
man. Like,
I'll be right
that's
back.
pretty
Give me 1
epic.
second.
Yeah, no worries. More Cherokee women looking rather Asiatic. Like, come on, that's this freaking speaker, man. That is not a flower or an earring, but who knows? All right, another golden tablet of the Crespi collection, and this one seeming to depict what in Canada I would automatically associate with a igloo, but here lots calling it a different type of pyramid, and there are a bunch of round pyramids out there, so who knows? But rabbit, I don't know, kind of looks like a kangaroo. Deer, is it? Maybe. Cosmic serpent, definitely an elephant though, right? And a giraffe. Oops. Planet Ink, like, very interesting. Very advanced styles. Like, I wonder, does this depict a giant armadillo? Maybe? It is thousands of years old. Here we have another Olmec head.
I only got about 15 minutes left, unfortunately.
No worries, brother. Thanks for joining us. And yeah, I'll probably cut it off pretty short thereafter as it's getting late here today, too. What is that he is holding? A snake, but like, I don't know. Maybe one of those bags. Maybe something different. Little people? Only big people? Maybe just children. I'm not sure. Just like that one's not too sure. Like, just look at the scale of that and how it's dug out. Maybe just the very top was sticking out and they were able to find them.
Yeah, it just looks so weird. It's in really good shape. I don't know.
Right? Like,
Obviously, it's a
through
durable
shape.
material, but
I know. Like, that's part of the mystery. It's just so wild. Like, how the heck did it get there? Clearly wasn't carved on site, like, or made on site.
what makes
Another
you say that?
gold tablet. Not sure that one's from the Crespi collection. No.
Yeah, look, I bet a lot of these noses were reconstructed because you saw that one, the nose was broken on it and it stuck out a little bit further.
Yeah, could be. Right? Compared to all of the Aztec Mayans with quite large protruding noses. And then doesn't seem to be a similar situation to the Easter Island where there's full bodies underneath. That's pretty pyramidal. Like, yo, check out that pyramid.
The Easter Island beards.
And there's some straight up creepy ones too. Blue and red. Blue and reds. And one heck of an elongated something going on. Battery's wearing a fish for a hat. I don't know. More Cherokee. That's looking pretty Middle Eastern of a Cherokee if I ever saw. I don't know. Backwards box saga. Just kidding. Like all sorts of different genetic features in the Cherokee and cultures. That guy got a big nose. So there's like a certain time when they all had these giant things hanging off below their ears. Is it just earrings? Is he wearing corn on the cob for head? Maybe.
Well,
I don't know.
that's just evidence of the goddess culture, goddess worship. That last image said Tainu, the Tainu, that they were a matriarchal society. The corn is a representation of the goddess.
Fascinating. Did not know that. Clearly playing hockey, lacrosse, or football. Like,
It looks
I
like the
just.
strap is actually going through like their engaged
Oh,
ears.
through the ear, yeah. Damn. I mean, that's something. Good old bat head. That's definitely a bat. You can see the wings. That's how they like sit. Old bat head. Again, same things. Like looking kind of Egyptian Sumerian style, no?
Yep.
I just don't believe that's his hair. Like, how much hair gel would you need to do that?
Could be dreads.
This is, I believe, somewhere in Middle East or Europe, but like, what the heck is this?
It's fertility. It's like a fertility symbol.
Is it?
Yeah, that'd be crazy if it was.
Guys just bearing eggs?
Well, it's either a woman or an
Or a
android
woman,
woman.
I guess, yeah. Oh, it could be a woman, just they broke off the face. Yeah, a couple of women. They made her ugly. They're like, nope, you don't want to impregnate that. Is that a vampire trying or a vampire killer? Shit, he got the spike. Another one of these sound vessel things. That depicting Thoth. We got a Birdman. Like very interesting right there.
Another little guy.
Right? Like that is one short dude up to that guy.
Maybe that's the Olmec.
No, he got a big nose. He's got to be Aztec or Mayan.
No, I'm talking about the little guy with his little
Oh, the
helmet.
little guy. The Olmec guy. Yeah, he got the hat. He got the crown.
We know what the Mayan and Aztec why they have those noses.
Some Sumerian. But what is that language? That ain't Sumerian. Weird. Never mind.
There's a Instagram I follow that goes to old grave sites, and for some reason that art style is very popular in North America. It's like almost Celtic.
Really?
I don't know, it's strange.
That
That's
is.
what that
That's
reminded me of.
I think that was American from 1778. Oh, hanging on to some thorn. Kiss the thorn rope, eh? Shit.
Yeah, it's called Graves of New England.
Has he got the mouth earpiece again? I don't know. Did you want me to bring up what you had there? Yeah.
It's like this art style was very popular in New England in the 1700s. Weird faces.
Strange, eh?
There's one that reminded me exactly of what you showed, but it's been a while since you posted it, or maybe I'm just remembering it wrong.
Yeah, no, there's a couple that look like some of the faces almost in the Crespi collection.
Yeah, it's weird stuff right here. Yeah, that's it. If I find it, I'll let you know if you want to go back to it. Just gonna look for another minute or so.
Some more Sumerian that's looking like all the global cultures, the stuff depicted, it looks so similar. How they dress, what they wear, and who is this lizard king riding an airship? Like, what the heck is that? It looks like Dragon Lord wearing a helmet with goggles, riding like a speed bike, a floater. I don't know. That's could be completely wrong. Was he the cartoon hero of the time? Maybe once cop.
Well, you also have to consider that some cultures were iconoclast where they wouldn't depict humans, like the form of humans, so that sometimes they would personify themselves as animals for art
Very true.
purposes. And a lot of secret societies were represented by certain animals in history, mystery
Yeah,
religions.
Dilemma de Elche, the Lady de Elche. That's what I was trying to say earlier. That's very similar to how the Navajo, some of their hair were. Got the sound of corn growing? I don't know. And that's an interesting one. Well, I guess he could just be an. He's just a dude wearing one of those weird hats. He ain't no alien.
Yeah.
So there
The truth.
is a picture of Father Crespi. And then these were some after. So some of these are copper ones, but they were all that remained after his death. That all of the gold ones, the hundreds, if not thousands, of documented gold ones were all taken back to the Vatican after he died, as he is a Jesuit priest. Oh, she definitely Atlantean. The Lady of Elche.
Should be illegal for them to have a private collection that no one has access to, but what can you do?
I agree. Are these scrolls? Like this guy practicing with some scrolls? Or just rolls? Are they rolls or scrolls? Again, with the same earpieces. Almost looking Asiatic with the mustache and beard, actually. And then, like, this looking very Egyptian like.
The truth about Easter Island.
We got cone heads versus elongated heads. Some of the pictures of so what they allowed the public to see after his death are just the clay shitty ones that were modern remakes. Okay, Mysteries of Easter Island. I like it. The red hats.
That's the truth is this is what they're showing.
Oh shit, eh?
The beard's just been smoothed out.
Tartarian truth, dropping knowledge bombs.
This is what you're looking at. The beard has just lost its texture over time. There you go.
Whoa.
Rabbi Mendelssohn. I see no difference.
Sorry, give me one moment.
All
I
right.
just got to answer the phone. My apology.
I have to go. Let's see. Can I bring it before I get off here? Probably nothing. Here's a pretty cool modern art mound, a mound complex in the United Kingdom. It's modern art, apparently. This is a statue on the National Road that connects the East and West Coast. It's said to be founded by Native Americans. The statue here, Madonna of the Trail, possible goddess worship, or it's just a representation of the maternal societies over here. Who knows? The original Brady Bunch.
Did I see Jason peering in? Oh God. Yeah. Makes it into everyone. And we got a Sepher.
And then the USS Susquehanna depicted in 1854 by the Japanese. When you look at the flag down here, it has a 6-pointed Star of David.
Yeah.
Very interesting stuff for the United States flag. And there are more examples than just this of that. Grave of Leather Lips, killed for witchcraft by his own people, allegedly. All right, but yeah, I got to get going, man. Appreciate you.
No worries, Brother Shem. Tartarian Truth, Shem Jacobs. Thank you, sir, for your knowledge drop. A pleasure always.
See you later.
Much love.